Imagine you walk into a room, and instantly, something shifts. Conversations cut off mid-sentence. Lively glances suddenly slip away like ash in the wind. The air turns thick, heavy. People nervously straighten up, lower their voices, or subtly edge back. And you haven't uttered a single word, haven't done a thing. This is no accident. It's not your fault. This is the reality of psychic energy, that very aura Carl Gustav Jung spoke of. Not mysticism, but a powerful fact of our psychology. Your unconscious has already engaged in a silent dialogue with the unconscious of everyone around you. And the reaction, there it is. The core of the phenomenon, energy and mirror. Jung dedicated his life to studying this. Each of us is surrounded by an invisible field of psychic force. You can't measure it with instruments, but you can feel it. It emanates from your deepest core, from your accepted experience, lived through fears, integrated contradictions. The deeper you know yourself, the more honestly you face your shadows, the dark, rejected parts of your soul, the more potent this radiation becomes. This isn't about power, it's about authenticity. And here's the key: your presence becomes a living mirror. It reflects not you, but them. Your energy, saturated with inner truth, unconsciously shows others what they hide. Their fears, insecurities, the inadequacy of their masks, the unaccepted parts of themselves. This mirror is unbearable for someone fleeing their own reflection. Why the awkwardness, shattering illusions? Most people live encased in social roles. Everything's fine. It's all simple. I am what they expect me to be. This is their shield, their pact of superficiality. And you walk in, and your aura, by its very existence, shatters this fragile contract of falsehood. You don't play the game. Your energy screams without words. I'm out of the game. I don't pretend. You don't need their approval. Your inner grounding is visible. This strips them of their levers of influence. You sense falseness instantly, like radar. Your psyche, having navigated the depths, instantly detects any mismatch. A strained smile, fake laughter, a posture at odds with feeling. And you can't not feel it. It's an almost physical rejection of empty talk. This isn't arrogance, it's exhaustion from the fake. The result? Your silent presence is already a challenge. It forces others to confront their own lack of wholeness. Hence, the awkwardness, the urge to withdraw, the chill. He's too serious, she overcomplicates things. This isn't about you. It's their protective whisper against the pain of what they saw in your mirror. Your aura shatters their familiar performance. The paradox of closeness, attraction, and flight. Here's the wonder. Often, it's precisely to you that people are drawn to open up. A stranger, a colleague, a casual acquaintance, and suddenly, a flood of intimacy. Traumas, fears, secrets. Why? Why? Jung explained, your integrated state radiates an unconscious sense of safety. It's safe to be real here. You won't be broken for your truth. Their soul senses this harbor. But here's the trap. After pouring out their soul, feeling an unfamiliar vulnerability, the person often vanishes, turns cold, distances themselves. This isn't your fault. They weren't scared of you. They were scared of their own nakedness, which you allowed them to feel. You became an emotional sanctuary, but rarely receive the same depth in return. This is the price of your wholeness, to be a beacon where ships dock, but which often remains alone in its light. The gaze that sees through, and why it's averted. Caught someone's eye, and they sharply look away, pretend to be busy with their phone? This is no accident. Your gaze, after encountering your own depths, gains a power of presence. It's not judgment, but clarity. It says, "I see you," without masks. And this frightens. It reflects everything the other person hides even from themselves: shame, doubts, inner conflicts. Holding such a gaze means acknowledging these parts within. Few are ready for that. Power and control. When the boss loses footing, notice how, in your presence, those accustomed to dominance sometimes falter. A boss, an alpha, an authoritative figure, and suddenly their voice trembles, confidence evaporates, nervousness or aggression appears out of nowhere. Jung called this the awakening of the inner ruler archetype within you. Your aura, independent of external validation, not playing status games, transmits, "Your hierarchies mean nothing to me. I'm not below or above. I am here." This inner sovereignty, needing no proof, collapses their houses of cards built on control. They have nothing to grasp. Hence, discomfort and attempts to put in place the one who already stands firmly on their own ground. The most painful blow, when the mirror becomes the enemy. Here's Jung's bitter paradox. At first, a person might be enchanted by your sincerity, your depth. They feel, "He sees me." A closeness forms. And then, a sudden shift. You start being perceived as cold, arrogant, cruel, for no apparent reason. What happened? This is projection, the most potent defense mechanism. When your mirror reflects a person's own unaccepted dark sides, their shadow, their pain, conflicts, their psyche can't bear it. Instead of admitting, "This is mine," the unconscious shouts, "It's him. He's the source of evil." Thus, a distorted image is born. Your loyalty to yourself turns into stubbornness in their narrative. Depth becomes tediousness. Refusal to play the game of falsehood becomes coldness. You are hated not for who you are. You are hated for who they saw reflected in you. Finale. Not a curse, but a gift. Strong conclusion. So what? Is your aura a curse? No. It's a mark of depth. It's the consequence of that inner work few dare to undertake. The work of knowing and accepting all of yourself, light and dark. Discomfort around you? It's their reaction to their own unaccepted parts. People flee after confessions. They flee from their own suddenly seen vulnerability. You're misunderstood, judged, projected onto. It's the price for being a living reminder of their inner fragmentation. Jung was right. There is nothing more threatening to a person living in falsehood than an encounter with someone living in truth. Your awkward aura isn't a flaw. It's testimony to your inner integrity. It's the power that, even without words, makes the world tremble upon colliding with truth. Don't try to dim it. Embrace this gift. Because in a world of masks and half-truths, to be a living mirror, even an uncomfortable one, this is your genuine, elusive superpower.